In case you were wondering what a neglected garage looked like for a few years, here you go. Our garage is the land of postponed decisions. Yes, most of this stuff should have left the house when it was brought out to the garage, but here we are. I don't know what it is about rising summer temps, but it never fails. That is the time I find the motivation to tackle outdoor projects. So I apologize in advance for the sweaty mess you will see later on in this video. I don't even bother putting on makeup because it just melts right off. What you will also find in this video is excellent garage cleaning motivation. So if you're here for that, grab a drink. I'm about to rock your world with some extreme decluttering. As I look at this shelf, I'm thinking most of it's actually giveaway. I mean, some of it we're keeping, but there's a lot of stuff here that we just don't need anymore. And I couldn't even tell you what's in these bins. Who knows? Part of me just wants to not even open them and put them in the van to donate. But inquiring minds must know. Yep, junk. The man, the myth, the legend, a rare sighting in videos, but your girl was a damsel in distress. That box, for whatever reason, did not want to come down. It was getting stuck. All right, this one is a mishmash of stuff. This is my very expensive embroidery software, so glad we opened that up. And then it looks like it's a mixture of junk and books and tax information and sewing patterns. So I'm not sure how this bin came to be, but we're gonna have to go through it. But before we do, let's get the last bin out. See what it says. And this last bin is all embroidery blanks. Either samples that I did when I sold embroidery, or stuffed animals, or little makeup bags. So I'm just going to commit and donate all of this. I'm not worried about it. If I start going through this, I know I will want to save stuff. But I also haven't touched this in probably the last 4 years. So I'm obviously not missing anything, and everything in here is replaceable. And since camping is few and far between, I think this top shelf, I'm gonna make all of our camping stuff, starting with the tent. I'm pretty sure this is camping bedding, so I'm gonna go put this in the laundry room and probably wash it, properly go through it and see what I can get rid of. I'm really trying to downsize the amount of linens I have, so I don't know that I want to keep a camping set, or if I just want to store everything together and grab it whenever we go camping, if that makes sense. So this isn't taking up extra space and only getting used once or twice a year. I do think I'm going to donate. Really nice toolbox. I'm gonna go put that with the tools. I cut out a lot of the decision making that happens in these decluttering videos because, you know, I know nobody wants to sit there and watch me stare at an item for a few minutes. But it's important to note that this takes time, and this is why we get decision fatigue. Steven will be excited to see these gone because I've been hanging on to them for what if. So they're finally going. All right, it's actually trash day, and I'm going to try and get all this to the curb pretty much. All I'm seeing is trash, 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 trash. So I don't think this will be that hard. Let's just do this final push and see what we can do. This is the stage of decluttering where I entered the rage slash angry slash frustrated with myself, and I just keep saying, why did I keep that? Why did I do that? Why didn't I just throw that away? For instance, empty plastic potting pot that I just threw a black trash bag on. A box full of cleaning supplies, most of which do not work or are broken or have been replaced. Why? I haven't touched that box in years. Years. Now, there are some items in here that were like delayed decisions, like, I don't know if I want to give that away, or I'm just going to set this here right now and then I'm going to put it on Marketplace, and then I never end up actually doing that. So I think that was the biggest takeaway for me on this is just take it to the donation center. Just throw it away. Don't delay the decision or the action for a later time, because before you know it, you're going to have a garage full of chaos. And then when you have a garage full of chaos, then you get paralysis for years on actually managing the mess. And that's just sad. Because this space has been holding me back from actually putting together a space that will add value. I have been wanting to turn this little side garage into a workout space for years. And I have let this mess hold me back from that. And I'm happy to say, as of today, I have a functioning workout space. So I'm happy to report we powered through this and we accomplished our goal. I didn't film putting this room together, workout room together. I should have, although it wasn't very in depth. I already have the treadmill and weights and whatever, and it's very simple. But I am going to show you an update at the end of what it looks like. That sweet, gentle rain turned into a severe thunderstorm, so we had to shut it down for a short time. We're getting so close, and I find myself just standing and hovering over the mess, like I don't know what to do with all this stuff, or I don't want to touch it because it's covered in dust and debris and who knows what. I found some lizard eggs under that black shelf. I'm getting into areas that haven't been touched in a few years. But it's feeling good. I'm keeping my eye on the prize. This is gonna be a nice workout area. And Steven's actually been working in the background here. I don't know if y'all remember, but there was just, this table was all buried on top, underneath. You could hardly see that there was a table there. He actually has the day off from work. It's a holiday, so we're just tackling some much needed project. The rainy day has provided a cooler day here at the end of May. I don't know why I always choose these projects in the summer. It's just, for whatever reason, the spirit moves me in the summer to get this garage taken care of. And it would be nice if it were the fall or the spring. Even the winter, I think, would be better. The high today is a welcomed 80 degrees. So that is my motivation to try and get this done. This little side part done. And here's what I got going with the bins. This is gonna be like random camping items. This is actually our trunk or treat section. So before, this had just exploded. Steven and I always like to go all out for the trunk or treat at our church. So now we have a home for all of our stuff that we've accumulated over the years. A bin for swimming stuff. I'm not sure I'm going to keep it that way or not. Just a mishmash of stuff. These tie downs here have me paralyzed because I do not want to wrap that up and untangle it. So that's my current paralysis item, which probably means I should tackle that first. Let's eat that frog. Okay, change my mind. This is a job for Steven. I would quite literally rather throw out this tangled mess than try and sit here and untangle it for the next hour. These are his anyway, so he can decide if he wants to save them. And I also have to show you, this is both beautiful and terrifying. We actually have more bad weather that is rolling in, and you can hear the thunder off in the distance, and that's the wall cloud or whatever they call it. It's just coming in. I hope y'all could hear that big old boom. So I don't know how much longer we got out here. We gotta try and tackle this quick. You know when you start a big declutter project and everything seems to get worse before it gets better? Yeah, I hit that when I opened up that big gray box of papers and junk, which I did go through, by the way, inside my house where there was AC. It took me about an hour, but I'm glad I did it because not only did I find that expensive software, but I found other important papers and a lot of memorabilia for my son's preschool class. Now, I didn't save all the preschool memorabilia, but I did pick out some of the special pieces to save. Anyway, that was the moment I wanted to close the lid. Okay, when I opened that back up, I thought, you know what? This is going to take forever. And I want to get back and do like the big cleaning stuff. The stuff where you get that instant satisfaction. And I knew sitting in this bin was going to take me a long time. And I wasn't going to have much to show for it. So I wanted to close the lid, stick it back up on the shelf, and pretend that I didn't even start this video. After all, this garage has been like this for 2 years, so what's another few years? I just didn't want to do it anymore. Yes, I'm human, and so are you. And at this point in the video, I remember thinking, okay, I see it now. Not the whole garage, not quite yet, but this corner. A clutter-free corner was coming into view and it was giving me life. This is what we call the turning point. I can see the space, I can see surfaces, and I can see that vague outline of my soon-to-be workout space. Not just a garage full of trash and delayed decisions, but a usable, breathable, and spider-reduced space that was actually going to add some more value to my life than just a bunch of junk. And honestly, I feel like when you're decluttering, it's more than just the clutter. There's the mental heaviness that comes with clutter. And every piece of trash and mystery bin I get rid of is one last thing weighing me down. And since I'm editing this over a month later, I've actually been working out consistently for the last 3 weeks. Yay! So this was a life-changing moment for me. So if you're in the middle of your own mess, just know there's always that turning point if you keep pushing, okay? Don't give up when you feel like you need to give up. You're going to see that floor again. You're going to see that closet again. And you're going to feel that sweet, sweet breeze that comes with letting go of the mental heaviness. And eventually you're going to look back and say, yeah, I did that. I know I'm looking at myself right now saying, yeah, I did that. I powered through that. Even through the paralysis, even through the feelings of wanting to give up, I did that. I've wanted to turn this little side garage into a workout space pretty much since we moved into this house. And I just, I kick myself, and I'm not going to beat myself up too much, but I can't believe I let all that stuff get in the way of creating a space that was going to not only benefit my health, but just bring so much peace. And I'll tell ya, People have tried to come over here and drop stuff, and Mama ain't letting them. You're not going to take this space from me. I am protective of this space now. But that's been true for other spaces in this house. I tell myself I'm never going back to that. And inevitably I do. But hopefully not quite to this level will I ever let it get that bad. All right, here's where we're at. We got the floor picked up, swept. This is stuff we're keeping. Not sure it will stay there. I actually thought these games and these outdoor toys and stuff might do better on this shelf where I have the Christmas stuff, and I'll move the Christmas stuff to this shelf. I don't know, but I'm having this insatiable urge to blow the rest of this off with the blower and then like bleach mop it, just because it was really gross. And if I'm going to be working out here, I want peace of mind that it's sanitized. So yeah. And you may be asking what those bags are. I actually put all those through the washing machine, and I'm gonna donate them, but I need them to dry. Actually, I need to pull them off so I can blow. I don't want all the dust to go back in there.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel.
Had this old mop that I was planning on donating. I don't know if it's going to be donatable after this. I think it comes off and I can wash it. But I use my other spin mop. This one doesn't work very well in here, but that's okay. Can you hear the thunder? It's still roaring out there, but it makes for mild temps, which is why I'm powering through. And I don't think this is gonna make the floor look very clean. That's okay. I'm more going for sanitation than anything.
Still looking bad.
Let's go, Mom, let's go.
Where's she going?
Let's go, Mom.
Oh man. Looks like we're getting about pea-sized to dime-sized hail right now. It's literally been doing this off and on all day. It's kind of been a wild day to try and organize your garage, but I'm glad we got it done. I'm gonna go in and take a shower because it's gonna crash. There it is. Okay, so that one wasn't too close. I was bracing for impact on that one. Okay, I wanted to do like a little update here at the end. It's been about a month and a half since I filmed that video. And this is what we're looking at. I ended up finding a weight bench and weights, oh my word, for $20 on Marketplace. Sadly, though, that treadmill does not work anymore. I have tried everything. It'll start up and then it just stops. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fix that or not. And then I have like sports equipment there and sports equipment here, which doesn't fit that. So I still gotta figure out what to do with that. Anyway, it's turned out to be a pretty awesome workout space. I got a TV up and everything. I actually started filming a video converting this into the gym, and I'm not sure, I don't know if I just forgot I was doing it and just stopped, because I only filmed putting up the TV, which was pretty entertaining. Maybe I'll make a short out of it, I don't know. But you may notice here that I have the van in the garage. So Stephen was working on that side, if you remember, and I was able to just push all the junk over. Why don't I show you what we're working with there? But now in the heat of the summer, I can park my van in the car. I can park my van in the garage. And then this is what we're working with. Well, hang on, let me turn it around. All right, so this is what we're working with here. These are mostly empty bins that I will probably end up decluttering. And then we've got to still go through all of this. Yes, I have very narrow clearance there. I'm waiting for cooler temps to finish this table. So this will probably sit like this for a couple more months. And then y'all can hold me accountable to come out and take care of this once and for all. So I think once we get this table out, I think this could be a decently organized garage, okay? Anyway, if you haven't already, go say something kind to yourself, and we will see you in the next video. I knew I wanted one thing in this workout room. It was going to be this treadmill and this TV, because oftentimes I wake up and I watch YouTube or a show, and I thought, you know what? Now when I wake up, I'm going to watch that same YouTube or show, but I'm going to do it on the treadmill. This is what I have in mind. So I look back on this and I think, wow, I was so full of hope and determination. And I was like, this is going to be a cinch, easy peasy. And so I'm drilling holes into the stud, pilot holes, to prepare for the installation process. You may notice I decide I'm going to install this by hand. Yes, by hand. And fortunately for you, I cut most of this out, but as you can imagine, this was a very slow process. But again, your girl is determined. She's not going to let anything stop her. She's like, you know what? You're going to get a workout in early. We're doing arms today. I laugh because you're going to hear what happens next. Handy Shan is getting a bit of an education. And despite my best efforts of making sure I did not install it upside down, I installed it upside down. And I was too stubborn to go find the proper bits because it's, as you know, a hot mess in this garage. And I was not about to unscrew that by hand and re-screw it in by hand. So I've rigged something up here. Hopefully it works, because we're just learning all sorts of things here. And that's not working. All right, let's hope the impact driver works. I really couldn't tell you the difference of what an impact driver does versus a drill, but hopefully it makes lighter work of this. That's working. I think what it does is it hammers it in as it's screwing it in. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but it is going in, albeit slowly. Okay, since we're getting an education, if you look on the back here, it has like a 1. I don't know if it's gonna focus. It has like a 1, 2, and 3. If you put it on 3, it goes harder. And that's what we wanted before we got both in. But we're there now. We're there now. Let's try. Really? Okay, that part's done. I think that's the hardest part. Moment of truth. Let's see if she hangs. All right, we did it. We did it. And I'm confident it's not gonna fall down. So now I got a TV in the workout room.